Mr. W. Brister here today, and last video I talked about I was going to do videos about welding wages and all the things that have been done to us to drop our wages. And there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to have a lot of material. We're going to talk about union, non-union wages, and all of that. But we need to lay a foundation here today. If you're just out of high school, or even if you're in your 40s, like my children are, you probably don't know what I'm fixing to tell you. You may have heard a little bit here, a little bit there. But we're going to talk today about inflation. What is inflation? You hear that all the time. You guys have grown up with hearing about it, and to where you don't even blink. You don't even know what it is. You just know that stuff goes up. Well, when our founders made this country, they made it so we didn't have inflation. They put it in the Constitution that our money was going to be silver and gold. And believe it or not, that's what the Constitution says. Now right here, this is a 1 ounce silver eagle and a gold eagle. They weigh 1 ounce each. I had a friend that loaned these to me. He's a kind of a coin collector. This gold coin right now is worth about $2,700, give or take. It was up to $2,800. It went up $800 in less than a year. And this one's gone up. It goes up and down. This is called poor man's gold. But all of the coins in America that were in our forefathers' pockets were gold and silver. $20 gold pieces. You watch Westerns. You've heard about that. $10 gold pieces, yada, yada, yada. Well, during the Civil War, Mr. Abraham Lincoln was running out of money, so he started printing paper money. They were called greenbacks. And that is inflation. What is inflation? Inflation is a synonym for inflation is fraud and counterfeiting. You say Mr. Lincoln was a counterfeiter? Yes, I did. Mr. Lincoln was a counterfeiter. He also put people in jail that disagreed with his war. Did you guys know that? He wasn't a perfect human being, that's for sure. So he started counterfeiting money. Instead of having gold to back the money so we'd be stable, they print more. And they have done that in every war we have had. Okay? Then they started making what my great-grandfather was a blacksmith, and I'll show you some of his pictures here in the future. And he called that folding money. You ever heard old timers in a movie? They distinguished between real money and this was folded money, and they didn't really like it very much. But this is what your government did, the Treasury. The Treasury is who's supposed to handle your money, right? You have an organization, you got a treasurer, a vice president, yada, yada, yada. This is a silver certificate. This was real folding money that guaranteed you on it. It's a note. The bank treasury owed you money. It was a note that they owed you money. And it's redeemable, it says on here, in silver anytime I want it. Then we started the Federal Reserve, got in here. And the Federal Reserve is no part of the federal government. It is European bankers that got into this. The Rothschilds, you heard their names, and we have these Federal Reserve notes. If you read it, it says, I owe you nothing. Where this one says, I owe you silver. In the next video, we'll talk a little more.